Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good night. I'm doing pretty good. I'm in my nightgown. Very comfortable. Fresh out of the shower and needed to do some videos. So I wanted to share with y'all what I'm working on right now. I've done 2 of my squares for my blanket. I got 2 more to go. So we got 2 of these big old squares. And then I got 2 to go. So I got 2 to go on that. And then I've started with, I'm going to do some cotton tops for a friend of mine's daughters. She has a channel also. Hopefully I can pull this off because, you know, I'm good with doing projects for other people, but not so good when it comes to myself sometimes. But I've gotten to be good friends with Alana from Crocheting with Atlanta. Yeah, crocheting with Alana. Yeah, I will link that in the description. But she and I become pretty decent friends, and she's got 2. She got her birth daughter, and then her stepdaughter, both 16, and beautiful girls, beautiful girls. And I just wanted to, you know, make them summer tops. And so, I don't know why, I just did. Well, she sent lovely presents to Chani for his birthday, and thank you just doesn't seem to be enough. Especially when, you know, someone sends your kid the games that they've been wanting. And he's really gotten the games this year. So let me tell you, he's been he stayed up till 5 in the morning one morning playing one of them games. But yeah. And I don't know, I sometimes you just get a wild hair and you just want to do something for somebody else, and so that's kind of my personality. And so I asked her the girls' shirt sizes and favorite colors and that kind of thing, so that I could kind of do that. And her daughter likes blue, and then her other daughter likes red. And then of course I'm probably going to do one for Atlanta too. Let's just face it. And so she's like any kind of color she likes, so I'll figure that out when I get to it. I'll probably do the girls first, and then I'll do hers. But y'all know I got that Karen blossom cakes in last week, the ones that were banged up. Well, I've been using the one that was the most jacked up, and you know, the yarn was just fine. It was just it just didn't look too good, but I did manage to be able to use it, so that's not a problem. But this is what I got so far. I'm using Fiber Flux. Has, there we go with the dry mouth again. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Fiber Flux has, the channel Fiber Flux, she has at least 2 or 3 tutorials using granny squares for summer tops. So I'm going to use one of them to make the tops for the girls. And so that's but I'm using the blossom cake in the colorway Denim Days. This will be for Jalen. So and this is coming out really pretty. This is what we got so far. It's working up real pretty. Let me come up a little closer, y'all can see. It's got some gray in it, I'm noticing, but it's mostly blue. But yeah, it works up real pretty. A little bit different than the other colorways, but yes, very pretty. I got to get some red cotton. I don't have any red cotton, so I'm gonna go next week when Hobby Lobby has their 30% off and get the red cotton for the other one. But I did buy these little tops at Walmart yesterday for they had them on clearance for $4. But this is their size. This little bitty top here. So that's how I'm gauging size, is these little bitty tops. I just bought a couple of t-shirts in their size and figured I would just use that as my guide on how big to make the shirts. And then when I get the shirts made, I'll just put those t-shirts on a hanger, and then I'll fit the crocheted shirt over it to kind of gauge where I'm at with it. Because of course they're going to wear a tank top or something under the crocheted shirt. but I just figured I would have the t-shirts, and then I would, you know, be able to gauge better of how it's going to fit and how it's going to look. So and I'll have to get another shirt in Atlanta size, so that I can do the same when I go to make hers. So and I have the yarn already for that. I can pick out one of the Karen Blossom cakes and make hers, probably either the Caribbean one or the macaw one that I got more than I need for my collab with Kayla. So either one of those will end up being that, or I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But I also have plenty of regular cotton cakes that I can make her one out of too. It just take longer, but these blossom cakes work up much quicker, because I used a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook on this. Now with the one that I'm using, the macaw color that I'm using for me and Kayla's collaboration, I'm using a 6 millimeter hook on that one, because I wanted it to be, you know, bigger for myself. But because I'm making this for a small person, I wanted the stitches to be a little bit tighter, so I decided to go with a 5.5 millimeter hook, which is a Lord have mercy, I forget the letter. Anyway, 5.5 millimeter hook. It's an I hook. Excuse me, it's an I hook. For those of you that go by letters instead of the numbers, it's an I hook. So I'm using an I hook on this one, and it's going fine. I did this last night. So if that tells you anything, I did 16 rows last night watching Highlander. I know it's an old series, and but it's been many years since I watched it, and so I just kind of in the mood. I was watching something else with a guy that was he was reviewing different musicians, and he had reviewed some of Queen's music. First he reviewed Freddie Mercury, and then he reviewed Queen, and it just, for some reason, it just got me thinking about Highlander. Because Queen did the music for the series Highlander, with Adrian Paul. Queen, the band, went with Freddie Mercury. They did this music for the Highlander, and so it got me thinking about the Highlander, and I was like, oh wow, I kind of miss that. You know, and you just, when you're crocheting something, sometimes you just end up watching something that you've already watched, because you know what to expect. And it's relaxing. It's relaxing to rewatch something that you watched years ago, that you know, you sort of know what to expect. Maybe you don't remember certain episodes and every little detail, but you know what you expect out of the characters. You know a lot about the show itself. So I'm finding it very relaxing. I started, there's 6 seasons, and I started with season 4. Because I think that's where I left off last time I was watching it. But I couldn't find it on Hulu. I ended up finding it on Tubi, which is free, which is fine. So I started watching it on Tubi. It has commercials, but they're spaced out pretty good. So I don't mind it. To get my Hulu cheaper, I opted in for the commercials on Hulu. So, I don't mind the commercials, because I'm already watching commercials on Hulu, because I wanted a cheaper Hulu. So there you have it. Sometimes with a lot, when you have as many streaming services as we do, because we don't have regular TV, we just have streaming services. You find a way to, when you're looking to save $1 or $2, that was what I found is, if you opt to watch the commercials, it's a little bit cheaper, because the commercials pay for part of your subscription. So it works. But this is what I'm currently focusing on, is my granny square blanket with the Hirschner's colors, this beautiful thing here. I'm really looking forward to putting this together, and so I'm alternating between the two. I got another square to do. I got a big ball of this yarn left, and I'm gonna see if it'll get this other square. I don't know if it'll be enough for another 16 rounds. It might, but that's okay because I have plenty of this. It's not a problem if it doesn't. So I have plenty of that, so that's not a problem if it doesn't. But I'm looking forward to seeing how that little top comes out. And then I'll go next week, probably the end of next week, and get the red cotton from, I love this cotton. I was going to get Line Brand 24/7 when I was at Joann's Saturday, but it was really expensive. And I looked on Joann's app last night, and it was really expensive still. It was still like $5 and something a skein, and it was like 180 something yards a skein, and I was just like, why does it have to be so expensive? And then I went over and looked at Hobby Lobby's, and even without it being on sale, it's like only like $3.99 a skein, and it's 180 yards per skein. And I was like, and it feels the same. They're both, I felt, I love this cotton, and it's very nice. So it feels the same. They're both 4-weight yarns. I just don't see the reason why I should pay more. Just because it says Line Brand? Nah. So I will go over to Hobby Lobby and get the I love this cotton in red. So and then I'll figure out what to do for Alana's when I get that's her shirt, because I want to make sure, because I have a tendency to make things too big. I point to that because the arms are huge. But what are you licking on? Stop licking on the floor. Sorry, dogs. Don't lick on the floor. But anyway, so that's what I'm working on right now. I got some other things that are going to be coming up, but that's another video. So I did want to go over that with y'all and to show y'all what I was working on. And once I get some more progress, I will come back and show you that. And once I buy the yarn for the next one, I will show you that. But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I will see you again soon. I may even be in the same nightgown because I'm batch recording. Love you. Bye.